riding in the night here. Got the camera rolling. It's a beautiful night. It's 80 degrees probably-ish. So a beautiful night. We got just some nice scenery. Really a pretty nice road. Just everything's awesome. You know what I mean? Just living life. Gotta be safe riding at night. Let's talk a little bit about riding at night. Personally, when I'm riding at night, if you'll notice, I'm going 52 and 55. I do not go too fast in the night. I see no reason for it. You know, it's so much safer cutting down a couple miles an hour when you can't see shit compared to the day. You know, you have so many less lumens of light coming down that you can see. To see like deer and see things like that, and that's when all these animals move and stuff. So if you can limit your chances of injury by going a couple miles an hour slower, to me that's worth it. And to me, like, the nighttime is so peaceful. Like, I always want to ride slow and I just want to like relax. I don't want to ride fast. Like the daytime, you know, like hyped up or whatever, banging gears, whatever. But in the nighttime, it's just I throw the LEDs on and I'm just cruising. You know, just having fun that way. And that's one of the things I love about riding at night. Is like night riding, I almost feel like I'm safer because I do safer things, which I think is important. And the thing about riding at night too is like animals and all that. Drunk drivers, like today is a bigger night for drunk drivers because graduation parties and stuff. You know, from college and high school and all that. But the thing is, you know, again, you knock off those couple miles an hour, you're really diligent, you know, be safe, and you can make it through fine and be safe. There's no reason you have to not ride your bike just because it's nighttime, just because there's, you know, potential for a little bit extra danger. The other thing is that if you think that, well, like, other than, let's say, New Year's, I don't know, I mean, that, and I think Thanksgiving, like, there's some other night that's like a really big drinking night. I don't know, personally, I have no motivations to ride my motorcycle on the two biggest drinking nights. I think the other one, like I said, I think it's Thanksgiving, which is kind of odd, but I think that's what it is. So it's like I have no motivations to ride a motorcycle on those nights. I'll pass. I don't do shit for New Year's or Thanksgiving anyway, so it doesn't matter to me. The other thing I love about riding at night is my bike. I love the way the gauges look at night. I think that's so cool. I like that yellow, and there's that glow. Like if I look down at my feet, the camera's looking. I'm looking at the road, but if I look down at my feet, there's that glow, which is really freaking cool. And just, I mean, obviously my LEDs, but there's a yellow glow from the blinkers when you turn them on and shit like that, which is really cool. So I like that stuff. It just tickles me. Tickles my pickle. But yeah, so I like that stuff, and it all just kind of, I love riding at night. A nice warmer night like this, you're not cold, and just cruise. I could go, I'd love to just travel at night like this, North Carolina, just going somewhere. Like even now, I've been awake since, 7 or 8 or whatever, but I have so much energy. I just feel as though I could go anywhere, and just like do anything. I'm sure an hour or two from now I'll be tired. I'd be tired. It's only like 10 o'clock, but yeah. So, I don't know. It's just it's kind of how I feel. Yeah. So like I said, I like the way the gauges look. I just like the feeling of the night. It's just so quiet and peaceful. Daytime, there's a lot of loud trucks, people outside making rackets, all this stuff. But at night, it's just you, the pipes, and wherever you're going. And I love that feeling, that pure motorcycle feeling. Like there's no better way to explain it. And that's just pure motorcycle riding. You, the bike, and the road. And that's just such a good feeling. I love that so much. See what I mean? Like the blinker shining. My right blinker is ridiculously off. I gotta adjust it again because I screwed it up. But anyway, it's nice too riding at night. I mean, obviously, hey, if you gotta ride at night, I'm not saying that everybody should do this, but know the roads on which you're riding. You know, like I know all these roads, and it's a good advantage. You know, yeah, you don't have to. I mean, if you have to go somewhere, then you ride on roads you don't know. But it's just nice because things look a lot different at night, and you know, it's a lot harder to spot gravel in the road and all that kind of stuff. So you really, like, there's a ton of gravel right there, and I just saw something run across the road. So 2 hazards in about 100 feet, but you know, it's a lot harder to spot hazards and gravel in the road and stuff. So it's good to go slow for that reason too. But it's also good to go slow because of, or it's also good to, you know, ride on roads you know, because then you might know where some of those gravel hazards are and that kind of stuff. You know, you'll remember that stuff and be like, okay, there's some gravel over there, I gotta go slower or whatever. So it's just good knowledge to have to keep you safe. And yeah. This is peaceful. There's actually a lake, Galloway Lake, I'll be passing. I was just down the Sacandaga Lake. So 2 lakes for one day. Passing it right now. You can't see it, it's to the left. There's no way you're gonna be able to see it. But I hate blind hills too. I also don't like riding at night on roads. And this is in a car too, a lot of this stuff. Riding on roads that have no lines. At night, it's hard to judge turns on roads that don't have lines on them or have really bad lines. So like right now, you know, like I can see, okay, the turn goes this way. I obviously know the road too, but if the road doesn't have lines, it's very hard to know, like, to know what's going on with the turn. So it's just nice. It's just nice to ride on roads that have lines if you can help it. Again, you know, maybe you just take a different route that has, you know, that has road with lines. I like the headlight though. I have the Sylvania Silver Star Ultra. It's just a bulb, 20 bucks, something like that. I don't even know. Such a good improvement. I want to get the new one they have. It's like the X something or other. It's the it's like the I don't know. It's an advanced bulb though. It's like another step up from the Silver Star Ultra, and it's really nice bulb. And I want to try one out. They're even more expensive. They're probably like 30 bucks a bulb. But that being said, I've had this Silver Star for 2 years now, and I mean it works fine. So even if I spent $30 every 2 years for good lighting, I don't care. That's not a big deal. And I mean, mileage-wise, it's been 10,000 miles it's been in there, so that's not terrible. If you ride a ton, well, it might not work out for you, but I mean, I ride quite a bit, ride almost every day. Mileage-wise, I'm not riding as much as some guys, but you know, I mean, I already have 3,000 miles on the bike this year, and it's June, late June. You know, so use that as a gauge of whatever you want to use that as a gauge. But you know, that's my outlook. You know, I like the extra lighting. It's a lot better than the stock light. It's whiter, it shoots farther, it shoots wider, which is important in a car too, but especially on a motorcycle, because you really want to be able to see deer that are about to run out and kill you or attack you, and any other animals, of course, that want to run across the road. If you have a wider throw, like if you look, this light is almost 180 degrees. I mean, I think it's limited by the light housing, not the light itself. When you have the high beam on, that's a lot of light, almost 180 degrees. So you can't complain about that. So yeah. So overall, it's a really good day. I've been going to. I've been out and about since 1:30, so it's been a longer day too, but like a rewarding one in a way. So that's always good too. Another thing. Really, honestly, one of my biggest fears about riding at night is drunk drivers who don't have their headlights on. Now, I don't know how you make it 10 feet down a road with no headlights on, but there have been a couple of incidents where I've personally seen drivers without headlights on, and like this type of darkness, full-on darkness. They had no headlights on. I've seen it. Okay. What I've also seen is, you know, I've also heard about people who have been, you know, just in a car or a bike, whatever, hit by a drunk driver who has not had their headlights on. They pull out as if nobody's there, and there's somebody there. Now that's something that it scares me so much, because what are you going to do about that? There's almost nothing you can do to see a driver that has no headlights on, unless you have street lights like this. But even so, if somebody's going fast enough, I'm not going to see their lights. If they wanted to blow that stop sign, how am I going to know? Then you're never going to know, no matter what you do. So that's kind of annoying, really annoying, that you'll never know that. Like, oh, I hate that. I hate the thought of that. But other than that, pretty much everything's in your control. You know, you see someone pull up to an end of a driveway, or you see somebody pull out to an intersection, you know, slow down. You know, be more cautious. You know, knowing that people could be drunk, that they might just pull right out on you, even more than they might in the day. You know, be cautious with that kind of stuff. You know, slow down, and if you're already going slower, like I said, you know, you're going 53 and a 55, well, then you also have better braking time too. You know, I could just brake quickly, so it's like you don't need a whole lot of time to brake, even when you're going 53. So you can scrub a lot of speed off very quickly. So keep that in mind. You know, get into the front brake nice, you know, nice and smooth but firm. You know, do it. You know, give your forks a chance to compress so you don't lock your front tire up. But then, you know, mash that front brake nice and good without locking up your front tire. I mean, that's just braking technique. That's not, you know, that really has nothing to do with drunk drivers specifically. But also, the only other thing I worry about is a drunk driver kind of overshooting a sharper turn. If they're like, holy crap, this turn's really sharp, you know, I didn't know that, and then they overshoot that turn. But again, what are you going to do about that? You can't, you know, I mean, you stay to the outside of the turn, that's good, but like anything else, you can't, even though somebody could be drunk and kill you, you can't totally distrust everything around you so much that you don't even ride, and you like can't even get yourself home. That's just crazy. So just ride slow, ride safe, and enjoy the wind. At night, great wind. So be safe, guys. Hopefully this ever gets uploaded. I'm so backlogged on uploading that it's ridiculous. It's June now. I probably won't get uploaded until August, and I almost ran over a frog that was crossing the road. But anyway, peace.